Time for our monthly look at the rural real estate market. How much is your farm worth? It is your biggest asset after all. Joining us is our real estate correspondent, the GM of PGG Rights and Real Estate, Peter Newbold, out of the beautiful, stunning Gibbston Valley in central Otago. And Peter, what's happening to farm sales? They've gone off the boil. There's not much volume there.
Yeah, well, I must admit, Jamie, I got a little bit wrong a couple of months ago. I thought we would have a early spring sales, but that hasn't been the case. Interestingly, though, the volumes are up on last year, so that's encouraging, but they didn't come on stream or we haven't seen the results as we thought. But there's definitely a strong feeling that November and December we're going to see, I believe, a lot of activity pushing through to Christmas. Just all the signs, and if you look at the listings and what's taking place out there at the moment, I think we're going to be in for a strong couple of months, and I'm pretty confident it'll be up on the previous year.
Volume is one thing, value's perhaps even more important. And I know that dairy farms are pretty sticky to move on at the moment, but let's have a look at sheep and beef properties. There's a lot of interest out there at the moment.
Yeah, there is, and if you look at what they're getting for their stock and that, it's never been better, and they're predicting that's going to continue on. We've got a number of good properties out there on the market. I think the key will be is where they're positioned value-wise. I guess, we're at I'm not saying the top of the market, but we're up there. I guess it'll be the motivation of the vendors, where they see the value and where the purchases are going to come in, because one thing that's pretty clear at the moment is people are looking at profit versus capital gain. So it's a slightly different picture than it was a few years ago. But I feel that market is strong, and I feel confident we're going to get a few away. And
that's the way it should be. It should be a yield story. Talking about yield stories, some of these dairy farms must be coming down to the point where on a yield basis they're not bad value.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a little bit of interest in that. In some areas there's quite a few on the market, so I think those that position them correctly, I think you'll see some movement. And I guess some of it will also come down to the size of those properties. I think, I believe there's still some issues in finding buyers for those large properties, especially those large dairies. And I think I might have mentioned to you before, I think we'll see some of those sort of subdivided up as such to maximise their values. But, yeah, I think we'll see a little bit more movement in those dairies, especially, sub 10 million.
Hey, is your top man in Tauranga there, or the Bay of Plenty, Stan Robb, still making a fortune selling kiwi fruit farms? You'll love me saying that.
Yeah, no, Stan's a good fella. Look, it's probably just a little bit early in the season yet. I guess we've got another few weeks. But from what I understand, we've got a number of properties coming to the market. Stan believes there's still a little bit of upside in value, which is good, and I think it just probably confirms the outlook in that sector. And, you add it into, avocados as well, where there's a lot of development taking place, even in places like Northland. I think that whole horticultural sector is looking in really good shape, and, viticulture is another one. We're just starting to see a little bit of movement. Mind you, it's still early in the season, so yeah, I feel pretty confident in that area.
At PGG Rights and Property of the Week, and it's on our website. I reckon this is a beauty. This is an Oxford fully irrigated dairy unit. It's a very intensively run one, obviously, because it's only a couple of 100 hectares, yet it's calving 670 cows this season. And the commentary that goes with it is it's the best designed dairy farm that the PGG Rights and Real Estate team has seen. For 670 cows, 70 bale rotary, that's a pretty good shed.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. I think, you look at it, good infrastructure, good size, it's close to town. If you look at all those key pieces, I think it's really good. And if you listen to the guys on the ground, they're very positive about it. So, it's a great listing. And, when you look at it, you don't get a lot of these come to the market regularly. So, a great one for Canterbury.
Yep, 3 houses on there as well. What a cracker. It is on our website, thecountry.co.nz. Click on Rural Properties and have a look at our PGG Rights and Property of the Week. Peter Newbold, we'll catch you next month.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie, and have a good day.